Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Candy Loves to Talk TV. Today we're going to discuss, oh, Jesus, what's the name of the show? Mm, I had a brain fart just that fast. Fool Me Once, which is on Netflix, is an 8-part series. I wanted to do episodes 1 through 4, but I'm just going to do 1 and 2 because it's so much to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the ladies and we're going to get this party started. I have the hammer.
Welcome you. What's
Hey,
up?
Moochie.
Hi.
I have EJ, the TV junkie. What's up, EJ?
What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good?
I have that one right there. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
We have the busiest lady in the
Yes,
YouTube,
I can.
Miss Tamika. Hi,
Hey
Tamika.
y'all, hello, what's going on?
Hey, Tamika girl. Hello.
Hey
And we have Miss Inga, the blonde diva.
Hey everybody, good
Hey.
evening. Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hey, Inga
hello.
Binga.
Hey.
See, I
Hey,
told you,
Inga.
Inga, that was EJ that called you that, not me.
That's only because I love y'all.
Oh man, I shouldn't have never said nothing, and you could have just went on thinking it was candy.
Mm-mm. Uh-oh, did I put that up there? I didn't mean to put that up there. Remove. Okay. Alrighty. So, Fool Me Once, episodes 1 and 2. Hopefully, we do not go past episode 2. Um, quick thoughts on it. Anything?
I
Was
thought it was
it
okay.
okay?
Like, it kind of went slow in the beginning, but
Yes.
you got to really pay attention to it.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, I think the same
And
thing.
I
It was
only
a
watched
it
the
was
first two
slow.
episodes, so I didn't see it in its entirety.
Okay.
I
How many?
watched the first 4 today,
Oh, okay.
and
Same
it's
here, first four.
yeah, I watched the first 4, and it's a lot going on. Um, it probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have watched this if Candy didn't recommend it. Um, but as I was watching it, I said, wait a minute, I gotta see how this next episode gonna go. So that's how I ended up going to 4 episodes because I said, well, what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen next? So
Right. It is good. It's good. It's good. It is very good.
Okay, so it's a
Um.
slow burn.
Yeah, it's a
Uh.
slow. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a slow burn. Just because of how it kind of starts out, but I honestly feels like it grabs you and it kind of keeps you in. I binge watched it the first night I looked at it. I meant to just look at it like a couple of episodes. I was just trying to get a feel for it, but then I just
Mm-hmm.
kept needing to know every time it would get to the end. I need to know what happened next and if my
Yes.
theories were right. And that's how I just kept watching it. So even though it was kind of slow, it does really pick up at some point and you just like
Mm-hmm.
kind of get into it.
Yeah, and you have to pay attention. If not, you're gonna miss
Mm-hmm.
something, and you have to go back and start over because it's just that good. It's busy. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of moving pieces, and it's a lot of speculation and things like that. So let's see who we got in the building. We have Miss Rashonda Greer, Michelle Wadler, RD. Thank you for coming through. Miss Inga, Lil Rock 1822. Is this spoiler free? Episodes 1 and 2. We're gonna discuss nothing beyond that. Suburbia Jones. Hi, Suburbia. Hi, PG. Hi, Miss Dairy. Okay, guys. So let me put up my pictures. Let's
Yeah, you
see.
gonna have to help me with what Beyond episode 2 is because I really don't remember.
I know, I know, I
But
know,
we
I
only
know.
yeah,
doing 1 and 2 tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't remember
Okay.
too much because I watched it last
Yeah.
week. I did binge the whole
Oh, I
thing.
watched it. I watched it today, so
And
that's
I had it on my what you should be watching this. So what was funny was my sister and my best friend got to watch it before me, and they was like, "Oh, I really like that one that you put on your list." And I'm like, "I didn't watch it yet." And they was like, "How you telling people and then you ain't watch it?" But sometimes I don't get to watch stuff as soon as I tell y'all about it. I just be busy with the daggone reviews. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I do agree with what y'all was saying with the slow
Mhm.
burn, but it's so many moving parts and there's a lot going on and you
Mhm.
definitely got to be paying attention.
Yeah.
Yes. So episode
Hmm.
1, it says Maya attends the funeral of her murdered husband Joe at his family's stately home, then thinks she sees him days later on a hidden nanny cam. So when it first opens up, you see these little these guys with masks on, which was very strange. I'm like, what in the seance in the world is going on here?
Hmm.
And then they go, I'm see, let me move my banner. Then they go down to you get to see the estate and all of the property that they have, and they're having a funeral. What did you all think was going on when you first saw this?
when I first saw those
The
masks,
funeral, the land, and all of that.
I didn't know what was going on. I thought I had the wrong show. I said, "What the hell is that?" I said, "I think she gave me." I said, "Did she give me the right thing?" I had to look and said, "What's the name of this thing again?" Because I said, "This looked like some devil stuff," and I don't look at stuff like that. I didn't know what was going on.
That's funny, Inga, because
Yeah,
I
because
thought
Hmm.
it
it just
was.
looked wow. I didn't know what was going on. So I said, "What was that?" I thought it was like a horror movie or something. I said, "What is going?"
Hmm.
I
But
thought it was something like some eyes wide shut,
yeah,
like
I
a
didn't know.
ritual. That's what I thought.
I thought it was
Mm,
some kind
Hmm.
of secret society stuff. I said, "Oh Lord, somebody finna
Yeah.
be in a secret society."
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that's when you get jumped in or something, and it was just like, okay, that's very interesting. So what do y'all think about the funeral setup? How they had the funeral on their property?
I mean, they got a big enough property for a funeral.
Mhm.
Some
Yeah,
rich
It
folks.
that's
is a
wealthy
tax
money
I
there.
mean,
state
that was
in
a
the
castle
Yeah.
that old lady lived in.
Yeah.
That old nasty ass mama.
It was a castle.
You
Yes.
know, she should have been cursed out.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like
So as
the
the
mother-in-law.
camera pans,
Mhm.
no, 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 no,
The
no, no. She
mother-in-law,
was
yeah, she the
very,
Yeah,
mother-in-law.
I didn't like the
yeah, she was
mother-in-law.
very rude. Yeah, she
Very
was
rude.
rude.
Mhm.
Yeah. So as the camera pans, we see Maya, which is we later find out that she's the widow, and then it pans to the guy. I think his name is Jerry, and then we see the two children. Um, my initial thought was, is that her? Well, I didn't know who, I didn't know what she, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, is she? What's going on with that? I didn't understand that. At first, what did you all think when you all saw the children, and then the way she looked at them, and he nodded his head at her. What did you all think?
I ain't think. I didn't think none at the
You didn't
time.
think anything? Okay.
Same
No,
here.
I
Didn't
ain't
think
think
anything at the
anything yet.
time.
I was just trying to figure everybody out at this point.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Cause
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then we see that while she's at the funeral, she's crying and weeping and whatnot, and she's having these flashbacks of when they met, when they got married, and you see all these different people that were there celebrating with them, which we see them throughout the entire series. So she was just having a lot of flashbacks. Then we see what actually happened, or what they showed us that happened. So her husband was shot. I think 3 times in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fake at first. What did you all think when you all saw that?
Mm-hmm.
at
I
first
thought
I
it
thought
just
it
was
was
just what it
real.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still trying
Hmm.
to. At this
I
point, I'm
didn't.
just still
I was.
trying to figure out everybody and what's going on.
Yeah,
So
Right.
It looked like they met and got married quick, but that just could have been the way it went.
Right. 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 Okay. So then we see the guy in the middle, which is the detective Kears.
this
He
dude,
looks very strange. He's standoffish, and then he got his head turned to the side like he's trying to figure something out, like he's or just looking at the people. Moochie, what did you think about that when you saw that?
I was. I thought he was like trying to figure out who's who because it seemed like it was like a questionable death. So he seemed like he was
Hmm.
trying to figure everybody out. So I was like, well, he might be the murderer, might be there.
Right, right. Tamika, what did you think when you saw this guy, Detective Kears?
Yeah, that he felt like, he needed to check everybody out there. Didn't really possibly believe that maybe things, happened the way it was presented that it happened, as far as the husband being shot up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, because we don't know who he is at first. We just know he's
Right.
a scraggly looking guy standing in the
Yeah, just standing
background.
there watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is scraggly looking.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now we see they're going inside the house, I guess, for the repast. Maya is going through it in the bathroom. She's still having those flashbacks of her husband, of the scene when he was unalived, when they got married, all those things like that. She was just going through the motions. Let's see. Any significance in Maya telling Detective Kears to tie his shoes? EJ.
Girl, I ain't go that deep.
No, I didn't know it was a significance in that. Yeah, I
I
didn't
picked
either.
up on that. I picked up on that as well. I was like, "What's she telling that for?" Okay, let me think of. Let me hold that in the back of my mind. Tie his shoes.
Yeah, tie his shoe. But then he had food on the floor. I don't know if she was wanting him to look down because he was eating and dropped food on the floor. I don't know. And then he was asking her, she had said she told him 3 times about what took place, but he, I guess, wanted more information for the mother's sake. Any thoughts on him asking her again what happened and why you think the mother-in-law is pressing that situation?
Yeah, that's typically what they do, though, right?
Yeah,
They
he's a
just ask you to
detective,
tell your story
so
Anybody?
over and over.
yeah, he's supposed to ask these questions.
Hmm.
Right,
Yeah.
but I
He's
mean the
investigating.
mother-in-law. But I mean the mother-in-law is the reason as far as why they're doing it. The mother-in-law. Like,
But we don't know that yet,
any
though.
thoughts?
In that far,
Well, he
I mean, right
said
at that
she
point.
had him.
Gotcha.
He said
Invited him.
she has in there because, well, she ended up telling later on.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted to say. Any thoughts? Anybody?
I wanted to ask you all, when did what part is, have we gotten to the part yet where the mother-in-law told her that I'm the one grieving?
That's after this. I didn't get that
Okay.
picture, but yeah, she
Okay.
said I'm the one grieving, and she had the detective there because he was loved by his sisters and brothers, and she wanted everybody to see how she wanted the detective to see how well loved, liked he was,
Okay.
and that he grew up in a big
Okay.
old house and this, that, and the third. What did you all
That
think about that
that is
conversation?
not no house. That's a castle.
I know.
That ain't no regular old house. Uh, um. Well,
I thought that was strange
Yeah.
for a mom to care about what like, first of all, y'all got money, so regardless of where he grew up at and all that type of stuff, money is going to influence the investigation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to
Yeah.
make people want to investigate. So you didn't have to do all that. I just thought it was awkward. I was like, if you got money, people gonna try to see why you died anyway. So
Hmm.
Right. Yeah, Monique said the mom is weird. I agree.
Very.
downright
This was when
nasty.
I didn't like her. I was like, yo, I don't like this
Hmm.
chick.
Right.
Because she seemed like she already don't like her daughter-in-law.
Yep.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
she just, and she, it seems like she wants to blame her for her son passing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
she. I mean, she probably. I mean, they didn't. I don't think they said this, but she probably never wanted the son to marry her in the first place. So remember that she's the daughter-in-law, not the daughter.
Hmm.
So she
Right,
probably didn't
Hmm.
right,
like. Yeah. So
right. Okay, so here we see well, I didn't get the other screenshots where Maya was talking to her friend and she gave her a nanny cam. So with the nanny cam,
mm,
if you move in front of it, it captures whatever is going on. So she had
hmm
that in the playroom in I forgot the baby's name, the baby's playroom,
yeah,
which
Lily or
she was
something,
being
right?
monitored by Isabella, which is the nanny. So the nanny comes to the house once she sees her husband. Well, I'm sorry. Once she sees her husband on the camera, what do you all think?
Oh, I'm thinking the
Anybody?
thing might be a setup.
Now
And
I'm thinking
he's
that the
alive.
mama involved. I'm like, man, the
I
mama
knew
gotta
right
be
here the
alive.
whole thing was a setup.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
I
was.
said
She was
something
spazzing
just
out when she
ain't right.
seen that.
Yeah, I
She
knew
was
Right.
right
like,
here he was a setup. I just
Mm-hmm.
did.
Mm-hmm.
she
But
It's
couldn't
I
like,
believe
hold
her
on a
eyes.
minute.
but
Right.
Candy, I text you and I today and I said I fell out laughing when that nanny sprayed that pepper spray in her eyeballs. I just
Yes.
bust out laughing.
She
I
got her
said,
good.
Yeah,
yeah,
she
she
sure
got her
enough
good.
did.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed
Yes.
too. Yes.
And she
Yeah.
hauled ass out of there real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And she got her good too.
She
She
Mhm.
said, "Can
did.
I get some water?" And she turned around and sprayed her dead in the eyes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but once she turned around and got the water, that's when she ended up taking the SD card out of there,
Yes,
out
Right.
of the
yes.
out of
Mhm.
the
That
computer.
was strange.
But
Yeah. That.
but
Mm-hmm.
that
Oh
That
yeah,
was
but
the
that
smart
nanny's
man
though.
behind
being
this whole thing.
said it
Hmm
again.
I said it was smart that when she went to get the water, that she did
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
So, but she
Hi,
been
K
obvious
Sharp.
she got something to
Hi,
hide.
Monique. Hi, Kira. Hi, Miss Betty.
Absolutely.
Look, the best friend, the nanny, the
Hmm
mom-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole it's about 4 or 5 people that I think they all in cahoots. It's a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
them. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
the
one of those
military, the
situations where
military
you don't know
friend,
who
a
the
whole
hell to
bunch of them is
trust.
involved. I don't trust none of
Mm-hmm.
these people.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's a suspect.
Everybody's
Hey,
a suspect.
Tika.
Hi, Tika D. Thank you for coming in, for
Hi,
tapping in.
Tika.
Hey, take a bug.
I
Yeah,
thoroughly enjoyed this
the
series. I
nanny
finished
act
watching
like
this last weekend. Yep, it is
the
very
nanny
good.
act like she in love with the man.
She
She
sure
Mm-hmm.
does.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, she
I know
does.
I can't go too far, but she act like she in love with
Hmm.
the man. So
Hmm.
Okay, so she calls Detective Kears
This
over
part bugged me
to
out too.
yeah,
It did.
he said it was a cat in the room. It wasn't no cat.
yes.
He said
So
it was a
in
cat.
the middle, he's talking to his fiance on the phone. She's expecting, and they're talking about the baby and whatnot. So you can look at him and tell something not right with this
Yeah,
man.
I was
But
like,
it's
what the
like,
hell? I rewind that part back
okay.
like 3 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
like,
they
The way
what
he
the
didn't.
world is
woke
So
going
up
on with him?
afterwards. Yeah.
so
The way
they
he
Mm-hmm.
came to.
Hmm
so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
exactly
Mm-hmm.
everything yet about his health, right? I just know I was thinking he was having a
Mm-hmm.
stroke or like an aneurysm or something.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yeah.
what
I
I
don't know
thought
what
at
happened. I thought
first
he might
too.
have
I
been
had to rewind it back because I was like, what the hell happened? That just was like out of nowhere.
yes. Yes. I was like, did he have is
yeah, like a tumor or
epilepsy?
something. Monique said, "I
Or where they
something
go
going
to
on
sleep?
because yeah, because as you
I
go
thought he might
on,
have been epileptic or something. I think it's when you fall
Narcoleptic.
asleep. Oh Jesus, I'm about bad
Narcoleptic.
as Jay.
Um,
When
no,
Jay said,
I mean it happened
narcolepsy.
so fast, and then
yes,
as
no,
everybody
yeah,
keeps saying,
narcolepsy.
as
Yeah,
everybody keeps
narcolepsy.
saying later on, they'll see that he got major health problems going on, like
Mm-hmm.
but also too, it's they talked about him maybe he's like a recovering alcoholic or something.
Yeah, he is.
Like when
Yeah,
he was
he
talking
is.
to his the other
Yes.
lieutenant or captain or whoever he's talking to, and then he was talking
Mm-hmm.
to the black girl who's like
Sponsor.
a sponsor or something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she like a
So I think
sponsor.
he's a recovering
Mm-hmm.
alcoholic, but in this case, it wasn't that. I think he got some. Yeah, I think Monique might be right. He might have a tumor or something because.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I didn't get the other slide. So what I'm trying to, I think I'm missing something. I had so many pictures, y'all. After this, I think, let me see.
We
Let me
should
pull up those other
overall.
slides.
But when we
Huh?
talk about the rest of this.
Next week, next Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Okay, I can't have
I
see.
looked at his phone while you pulling that up. When he was pulling up the phone about it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
hmm
whoever he's talking to, they're not
Mm-hmm.
really talking back because he's the only one saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Looking at
Right.
his
I don't know
phone,
who he was
nobody's
talking to.
responding. Me
Mm-hmm.
either.
Yeah. So after he had the accident in the vehicle, he goes to the police station, let them know that he was trying to dodge a cat. The he has to do some kind of explanation to her about the cat, and then
She
she
didn't believe
assigns
that cat.
him.
She didn't
Of
believe
course
that.
not. She
But I
assigns
think because he used to drink, so
him
that's why she was like,
a partner.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, she assigns him a partner, and which he ends up labeling him in his phone as the child. So of course he doesn't want a partner, but
Yep.
they end up having to go. Um, what did they go? Jesus Christ, my mind and went blank. But the okay, so she goes to the sister's house and she goes to check on her nieces and nephew. The sister that we finally later on realized that was she was unalived. They don't know how she was unalived,
Look at that.
but
Ugh.
she took her niece to practice. Was it a game?
Soccer,
And the
soccer.
coach
Soccer.
was so rude. Yeah,
Ooh.
the coach was
They
so
call
rude
it
to the
they call it football over there. So
the coach
Right.
was so rude
Right.
to the little girl, and he was just really very nasty. So she ended up pantsing. Or we call it pantsing. She ended up taking his
Yep.
pants down. What do y'all feel about that? What y'all think about that?
I ain't had no drawers
Anybody?
on.
I
I
thought it
don't
was
know, but his
funny.
naked behind looked nasty. Okay, so
Yeah.
he
Like
was
what?
real
Hold a
nasty.
minute.
He was
Yeah.
talking to them kids real disrespectful.
Mhm.
Mhm.
He was
That's
real
just why he
nasty,
got
and
pants.
he's a suspect too. I don't trust him.
Mhm.
Yo, I don't trust nobody yet.
No, nobody on here.
Mm-mm.
Nobody. I think everybody is suspect. And
Mhm.
Mm.
but yeah, he's done some stuff that make me believe he's involved.
Okay.
Really, be honest with
Yeah.
you, I ain't got to the end yet, so I know people in the chat out said they already seen it. But
Mhm.
I don't think the husband's even dead. I only got to episode 4, so I'll see the rest of it and see what happens.
Okay. So later on, they're doing their investigation and went to Detective Kears and the child. What's his name? I forgot his name. The other detective. They went to the house to speak the to speak to Maya. And as we see in the picture, she's talking to her friend. What do y'all think about that friend? Shane.
That's the
Are they too
man.
close to you all or what? Like,
I
yeah,
think
right
he's
here.
suspect too.
The one that she's on the right
I
hand side.
I didn't
I
think
don't know.
none
He
of
was the
it.
suspect to me too. I don't trust no
yeah,
damn body.
like I said, I don't trust nobody yet.
No, everybody is
Hmm.
suspect. So that's how I feel about
I
every
mean, he
character.
seemed cool. They seem like they know each other. Like, I guess from the military or something. And
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
he, and at the same time, people think she crazy because you saying you saw your husband on this video, but you don't have no proof of it because homegirl done took the damn, drive with her, and they like, there's no
Mm-hmm.
way you saw him. He's gone. So I could understand them kind of thinking she crazy, but I still was giving him the side eye too at the same time. Like, we got to see more from him before we know if we can trust him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she goes to see the nanny. I've never seen a vehicle drive so fast. When I say she had that blue Jaguar SUV in the wind, every time
Hmm.
you turn around, Sister Cat had that doggone SUV in the wind. So she's trailing behind the nanny and her husband. What do y'all think about her? Like she's really trying to see who. Now at this point, she's trying to figure out who killed her.
Yeah.
What's going on with her husband as to why he was on the nanny cam, and she is relentless as to figure out what in the world is going on. Why was my husband on the nanny cam? Why did you take the SD card? How do y'all feel about her flying behind the nanny, then going to the house, telling she don't mind telling the man she'll take him down. She took her husband down and she ran behind the girl, but she never did see her. What do y'all think about that?
I was.
When we
Oh,
first
go ahead. I'm sorry.
when I first saw it, because you got two different perspectives from it, being that most of us already seen the ending of it. Um, Shoot, let me see how I explain this. I guess when I first saw it, I just was like, she gonna figure it out. Like she by any means necessary because her husband playing games. I ain't gonna lie, I thought her husband ran off somewhere, so she trying to figure it out. So I was just like, I would have did the same thing. I'm about to roll up.
Yeah, because it seems like she's so relentless in trying to find out what happened to her husband. and it's like she's going taking every turn to figure out what's going on, and she's looking like a nut job.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. But I
She
believe
told
that's
too
what they
much. Told
want
that
her to
woman too
look
much.
like.
mm-hmm.
I
She
believe
did.
they want her to think she's going out of her mind, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe that it's
No,
that mother-in-law.
they all in
I
cahoots.
can't stand
They
her.
all in cahoots. They trying to say that she's crazy, and she not
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You know.
I
Mhm.
do feel like she talk too much sometimes, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
she
she
talks too much.
does.
She tells too
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah,
Yes.
I, she did, and she was telling too much of the, she was talking too much to the nanny.
Mm-hmm.
She was being extra, just saying like giving her too much information.
And this also made me wonder, why would the friend at that point give her that nanny cam? Just, like, has Joe been visiting the baby all along? Why did you
Mm-hmm.
give her that nanny cam right then?
Right.
I
Mm,
felt
It
like
is kind of strange.
because the nanny is in on it too.
well,
Got
I am
I
too.
mean, the best friend, all of them is in on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the best friend had a nanny cam too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's
She
Yeah,
Yeah.
had
she had a
she had
drawer
4 or
full of
5
them.
nanny cams in her damn.
Mm-hmm.
She had a
I don't
drawer
know if that
full of them
compares to episode
jokers.
2 or
Oh,
not. I'm sorry if
wow.
I did, but
Yeah.
she got 4 or 5 nanny cams
I was like, why she
in her
got all of
drawer.
these things?
yeah,
She got a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of them. Yes, I
Oh,
don't
wow.
yeah.
yes.
I'm
I didn't.
thinking
Yeah.
that she gonna be switching them out, but now I don't know it after she got smacked. Cause remember, I only saw 1 and 2. Shoot, she might get fired.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Grand Lord. The whole season is very, very good. You got to pay attention though. If you turn your head and for 2 seconds, it's a wrap.
For real.
Okay, so here we see this is where she finds out where she's deployed. Yeah, she's deployed, or she's far, far away. I don't know if she's deployed. I can't remember if she's deployed or not. But of course she's military, so her husband calls and let her know that something has happened. So she comes home and he opens the door and he cradles her in his arms. And then you see flashbacks of her and her sister. Um, which we know is a sad scene. What do you all think about the way he, how that looked? Just, of course, it's family members.
It
So,
was a flashback, and so
mm-hmm,
I was just like, "Oh, look at Joe. Joe seemed like a good guy." You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Like he was
Hmm.
a loving husband, and I just felt like she was reminiscing. She lost, and then she got another loss. So now we
mm-hmm,
back with losses, and it's just all back to her. But my initial thoughts of just that scene and Joe himself was like, I like this guy. He was
mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
he did seem like a loving husband.
why they
Mm-hmm,
take him out? You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
I didn't think
Yes.
so. I thought he messed up.
Nah, I didn't
Uh,
look at him as no loving husband.
Me
I,
either.
I ain't got that feel of it yet. Mm-mm.
No, I just wondered why he didn't, like, prep somebody. I mean, I guess because I've done it before, had to deliver that kind of information to somebody in the military. But to me, you kind of want to maybe let somebody know what you're getting ready to do.
Well, he
Mm-hmm,
told her on the phone. Remember?
I mean, did he tell like a
mm-hmm.
friend or another colleague that this is what he's getting ready to tell his wife that her sister is passed? He just
I'm
told
saying,
her.
I just feel like your person. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're right. You're exactly right. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
When you know
that's
your
true.
person, they can handle it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I really didn't think about all of that. I just was like, oh wow, like she lost her sister in a tragic way, and then there's like the
Mm-hmm.
husband supposed to be going in a tragic way. That's a lot of loss to have back to back.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
That's what I was thinking too. Like
Yeah. So at this point, who do you in episode 1 and 2? Who do you think killed Joe?
The nanny.
people on the motorcycle.
Anybody?
Um, it could
Yeah,
be
because they
anybody.
did show that part.
It could be anybody.
The nanny. I thought the
And
nanny
then the
did it.
suspicious about the sister dying too. So
That's
Oh,
that
what?
background noise.
I, if we talking
I don't know what that is.
That's you.
about, I
That
hear
one
this.
right there.
If we talking about episode
That's
one and
oh
two,
yeah, that's her.
oh, okay.
What is ice?
But if we just talk about episode 1 and 2, I honestly, at that point, I only thought that, like, I was just like, okay, like I don't have a reason to question Maya's story at this point. The only question is who in on it, but
Mm-hmm.
there was no question about who did it in the sense of the people on the motorcycle did it because that's the story that she gave us. But my only question was,
Mm-hmm. Right.
or two Will's in on it. Why we seeing him on this camera? Is he really gone? Like, who? Like that's what I was trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I
Mm-hmm.
was at. I was like, well, did she lie about the story? Because that's all we have to go on is her story. And then just knowing the synopsis and us seeing him on the camera is like, well, how the hell can he be on the camera if he gone? What the hell is
Right.
going
Right.
on? What's the
Uh,
truth?
Right.
that was very, very crazy. I was with Derry. I didn't think that he was dead either. I didn't at first. I'm like, he's not. He can't be dead. It's just too much going on. Like, mm-mm. I didn't think he was dead either. Okay, so at this point, we see Detective Kears talking to Maya, letting her know. So I didn't have those screenshots either about the gun that was used to unalive her was used to unalive him. And this is where she finds that out. She also finds out that her sister was talking to someone on a on a secret cell phone, which
Oh
was
yeah.
information was brought to her by her friend because she was trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to figure out who unalived Joe, who unalived Claire, because they passed away like maybe 4 months apart. So she goes to the sister house. She goes to the sister's house after the husband leaves, and I think that's
I'm glad that
okay.
these
Yeah.
kids are smart and they start doing their own little investigation.
Mm-hmm. So they goes to the sister house, and she has a lot of flashbacks. As I can't remember who said it, but it's a lot of flashbacks. Flashback as to where her sister would hide something, and she remembered her sister hiding cigarettes at the bottom of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And in the bottom of the chest, she did find the cell phone. Which, when she found it, the husband came in the house. The sister's husband came in the house. He was, why are you here? Whatever. She's trying to hide. I don't know why people hide stuff behind their back. Like you can't see that they hide stuff behind their back. I don't know. I think it's always strange to me.
But the funny part about that,
But
Candy,
she
was
ends up asking him. Mhm.
I said the funny part about
Say
that
it
part
again.
was realize it that she was hiding something. He didn't even say nothing about that.
Right.
He just want to know
He
why she
was
there.
just upset as exactly. He's so upset trying to figure out like why are you in my house?
And she had to
I'm
tell
trying to
that
mute
too.
this Sonya.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. No, because we could hear background noise.
Me rattling. Okay, I'm sorry. Like a little rat
It's
looking for
okay.
something to eat.
Not the rat in the corner. The rat is back, Moochie.
The rat is
Okay,
back.
now.
That little rat is hanging up in the corner.
Okay, so we found out that the brother-in-law has been going through it quite naturally because his wife was unalive in the home. He had her stuff packed up, but he never did anything with it. He didn't put it in the closet. He didn't close it off in a room. He just had boxes stacked up in the hallway and in a room. Looks like the room that she may have been unalive in. I'm not sure. But they talk, and she tells him that she's going to go ahead and she'll see him. Well, she ended up throwing him on the floor. She telling all these men she lays their behinds down. She don't care. She ain't scared of none of them. She laid him down and told the niece that your daddy had a little tumble. Um, so what did you all think about the conversation the daughter had with her father? Because it the sister, I mean, Maya ended up telling the niece that. Well, no, the daddy told the niece that it was about a phone. So, what do you all think about that conversation when it comes to a phone? Your mother was unalived in the home. Like, that's a whole lot for a child to comprehend.
Girl,
What do you all think about that?
I thought Maya's sister was getting it on with Joe.
I did too. And even the
Yes,
Detective
yes.
Kears and the child said the same thing. They was like, were they going together? Did he hire her because, and Maya was like, because she's smart, you know? So it was like, okay, what's going on? And then he was so upset with her when she mentioned, like, was you think she was dealing with somebody? But of course, nobody wants to hear that. Um, what do you think about the conversation with the father and the daughter? Anybody?
Mhm.
I kind of thought it was inappropriate. I don't think I would have mentioned a secret phone.
Right. I agree. Some things I would have kept, to myself. I wouldn't have said anything um to my child about that.
Yeah, I thought he was telling her too much.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
this
that was
ain't Canaan, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like just be telling everything to our kids, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
I just had to throw that out there.
I'm with you, Monique. I don't think I could be in the same house where my spouse was unalive. I don't think so either. Especially when they were not where they passed, but they were like unalive. Like somebody took them out. I don't think I could either.
This guy
Mm-mm.
falling
I
out
thought
while
he
he
was
trying to eat his
alive.
cornflakes or whatever he eat. I mean, he just falling out everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that
we
was
see the
crazy.
teenage
The milk
years.
all over the place, and he waking up
Hmm.
like, what the hell?
Yeah. He has
Hmm.
narcolepsy. They fall asleep at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
fell
think he
out.
got something. I think he got some cancer or something going
Yeah,
on.
it's something more than
Hmm.
that. People used to say I had narcolepsy because I could fall asleep in a heartbeat. As soon as I sit down somewhere, I'll be
No,
knocked out.
no, that
Yeah,
somebody
I
with
know a lot of people like that to me because they can sleep in the drop of a hat.
somebody with narcolepsy could fall asleep while they talking in mid
Hmm.
sentence.
Right.
Mm.
But I don't think
Yeah,
it
no,
would
I
be
think he
coming
got a
out of
tumor or
nowhere
something.
like this. Yeah, where he just dropping. He don't even know what the hell is going on. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he it's something special about him. And then gets up, he takes his medicine with the milk, the remaining whatever's left of the milk, and then she's like, "We got to leave in 15 minutes." So he asked her, "Will you drive? Because I need to check some emails." I automatically knew he was not telling the truth
Mm-hmm.
because he had just passed out and he doesn't want to drive because he's still loopy. So he's
Mm.
driving, and he's driving so slow that another car is passing him. And when I was watching, I'm like, "What is wrong with him? What is he doing? Like, why
No,
is
I
he
knew
driving?
that that was the
I
reason
didn't,
why because he didn't want to pay. I
but
figured that was the reason why.
see,
So,
I missed that part. I missed him falling out the first time.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I missed him falling out the first time. I'm like, why is he driving like that? Then he gets out and tell her that, where you drive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because how he had to make up an argument. What do you all feel about him, how he handled that situation?
I wish he had
Just
just told his fiance the truth of what's going on. She pregnant with
Me
mm-hmm,
twins.
too.
I mean, it's a lot going, and
Yeah.
they about to get married. I mean, he probably didn't want to put that stress on her because she is
Mm-hmm.
pregnant and trying to plan a wedding, but he should just
mm-hmm.
tell the truth because he
Look,
gonna end up killing himself.
I feel
Right.
like if he don't do it now, it might happen when they intimate, yo. She might get scared.
Oh Jesus.
What?
That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
mean that ain't
Not for
cool.
me.
Nah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. But
Yeah,
I just felt like he should tell her, like y'all in this, y'all
Yeah.
planning on getting married. She having a baby by you. But I guess he probably didn't want to worry her, so
yeah,
he
she
just
pregnant
trying
with
to make
twins and about to get
excuses.
married. I mean, it's a lot. That's a lot
Mm-hmm.
to
I
do
didn't
at
know
one.
twins. I didn't even hear
I'm
that part.
I'm not having. I'm not gonna have the baby and the wedding at the same time. It's like I'm gonna be one or the other. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I wait till after the
Mm-hmm.
baby, then we get married. No.
Okay. So, earlier, Maya asked Shane to help her find out who's been following her. And there was a red Volkswagen that was always following her, knows where she is.
Yeah.
Then they always turn off. She never sees exactly, she can't, they don't follow her but for so long, and then they always turn off, or they are wherever she is. So we see Shane telling her about who it is, and it ends up being the guy that did a report on her because she unalived innocent people while she was in the military. Um, so of course now she's trying to figure out what's going on as to like why would he be following me? What's the significance behind him following me? She gets a phone call from the evil mother-in-law saying that they're going to be reading the will. So we see that they go there. She goes to the home to read the reading of the will. She meets the sister, and her name is Caroline. Caroline is very. She's kind of
Off.
yeah.
I like
Okay,
her.
thank
I
you.
like her. I like
Okay,
her.
I like
You
her
like
because
you
she seems
like
like
her
she's the only
boots.
one telling the truth.
Yup. That's what I
Everybody else
liked
is.
about her. That's the
Everybody else
She
only
is
was
one I
fake.
like
petty.
out of all of them so
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
far.
Even
And
the
so
brother
she's
Yeah.
is fake.
petty.
All of them is fake.
I
Mm-hmm.
still don't trust her though. I don't trust nobody yet.
Right. Yeah, and she said, "I got these boots on to piss off mom."
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why she the
whatever.
only
I've got
one that
something like that.
yeah, she did.
Yep.
She had
Hmm
them Doc Martin boots on so she could piss her mother off.
With
So
them rings and
Yep.
chains on.
I think
So
somebody
we get
said
to the
eclectic. Yes.
reading. Say it again. Oh yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
in the
Miss Kira
chat
said
said
Miss
eclectic.
eclectic.
Kara said
So there's
eclectic. Yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh. So we get to where they're going to read the will, and Maya doesn't sit down. So the mother-in-law turns and look at her like, "Sit down, child. Like, why are you standing up? Why do you think Maya just stood there instead of just sitting down when she
She
saw
doesn't want to be
Caroline?"
there. It's like
Yeah,
if you invited someplace you don't want to be, you ain't coming in there. She didn't want to be there in the first place.
And she made a
hmm
good point too. Not only that, Inga, but she also said it. She said, "Why do I need to be here when I already
yeah,
know what it is? Like my husband
hmm
has a trust set up for their daughter. There's really no reason for me to be here. They
hmm
have a prenup agreement, remember?
right.
So there's no need for her
Right.
to be there." So
hmm
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
I also thought about the family being so the mother being so formal that usually people won't sit down when they come into your home until you ask them to sit down.
No, the mother is
hmm
just
She's a
like
butthead.
Rude.
she's a butthead. Yeah, the mother's just nasty
hmm
anyway. It's like everyone has to cater and do what the mother say do.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's
So
like
the
Queen
lawyer.
Bee.
hmm Say it again, Moochie.
I said she's the Queen Bee.
Yes,
Oh,
you
she
right.
think she is.
Bi.
Mhm. That
So,
too.
the lawyer comes in and let them know that she's sorry, that she's being unprofessional, that there's no, that they can't do the reading of the will because there's no death certificate. Everybody turns and looks at each other. But she's like, "Well, we had a funeral. I mean, well, you're rich. You can have a funeral. You don't have to have a death certificate. You're rich. You just pay for it out of pocket. Why don't they have a death certificate? I don't understand that.
Because he not going. That's why.
No, that's
And they
right.
lying.
That's right. He's not. Yeah, that's why. Even though
When I heard that, I said he
I
ain't
ain't
dead.
finished the thing yet, but
Mm-hmm.
I know he's probably not gone,
And I was
and
saying
that's why
the same thing to him, like, well, maybe
they thinking they
he
gonna get that
somewhere
man's
outside.
money and they ain't getting nothing.
So,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
And trying to
So
keep the
Maya
wife
and
from getting hers.
exactly. Yeah, so Maya and Caroline walk outside, they walk the grounds, and they talk about the family history and the brother that passed. Um, Joe never really spoke about him in a truthful manner. He always just told her what he wanted her to know, that he passed. Um, so Caroline, of course, tells the truth. Um, and then Caroline goes and say, "Well, I can trust you. I'm wrong slide. I can trust you. Can you come with me?" Is that the episode? I think I might be going too fast. What did you all
Because
think
I
about
don't.
them talking about what really happened with the brother and the way Caroline doesn't mind talking to Maya? I guess because Caroline is the only one with some sense, pretty much. Even though they say she's crazy, but of course, we know she got some sense. How do y'all feel about Andrew being unalive? That whole conversation about that when Joe like never really wanted to speak about it. The mother never really talked about it, but Caroline didn't mind telling.
I felt like it was suspicious, to be honest, like just because of all the, they felt so what is it, omnious or whatever the word
Mm-hmm.
is, but it just felt very awkward. So I always felt like there was something more to the story or something that nobody wanted to actually share of what really happened. Like most rich
Mm-hmm.
families hiding some stuff. But ladies, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. I can only stay for a little while. You
Thank
did a great job,
you.
Candy.
Thank you,
Mm,
ma'am.
I'll
all
talk to y'all
right.
later.
All right.
Good
All
night,
right,
Jay.
MJ.
Night night.
Later.
Later.
Okay.
I kind of
Uh,
thought that by the family being so rich that somebody committing the S word would have been frowned upon. So
mhm.
we probably not going to even mention that, at all that
Right.
someone is, such as us would want to take themselves out of a life like this. That's what I
Right.
was kind of thinking.
Right.
hmm Okay, and the sister mentioned Maya. Yeah, about not seeing Andrew's body. Why didn't Maya see Andrew's body or Caroline?
She
What
said
is
the
the?
mama took care of everything. She didn't see the body or nothing.
Yeah, but
She
why
planned the
would?
whole funeral. That's why I said something ain't
That's
right.
why I don't trust none of it.
Yeah, it's really strange. They doing all this different deep dark stuff. Like,
Well,
yeah,
the
did
sister
he
said that they
really?
thought she was too young to I guess to understand Andrew,
No,
the first one.
she didn't see Joe. Like
Right,
no,
right.
she didn't.
But the first one, I think she said they thought I was too young to
Yeah,
handle it.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I don't understand why the wife didn't see the husband. No, that I don't understand.
But why she allow it to happen? I don't give a
They
Why
darn
you
if the
do.
allowed it to
mama
happen?
wanted, if the
Exactly.
Mhm.
mom-in-law wanted. I'm like, no,
Yep.
I'm gonna see my husband's body. You know. Oh, I'm gonna plan the
Right.
funeral, make sure everything is good, or whatever it
Hmm.
is. You know.
It's like it seemed
Okay.
like the way the mother-in-law act like they was on the outs, and
Hmm.
she was trying
Yeah.
to keep up from everything. But I'm like, how? You know, I just don't understand it. Like, why is she? I want to know what's behind her acting so nasty towards her.
Uh,
Hmm.
and these kids are smart. They doing their own little investigation, digging
Yeah,
up
They
the pictures
Yes.
definitely
and all
are.
kinds of.
Yes.
they
So
know
Maya,
something ain't right.
Maya started something when she found that phone. So now the kids are going through their mother's things, which I appreciate them doing so because I would have wanted to go through my mama's stuff too. So they find this camera, the disposable camera. They take it to the I don't know what they call that, Lord. I'm old enough to know because I had to do it.
Oh,
The
the
Photo
Oh, the
the
photo,
processing.
the
yeah,
Photoshop.
photo mat,
Yes,
the
yeah.
photo play. Mm-hmm.
yes. So it was super fast Photoshop, 1 hour. And there was like 1 hour, that was like that's not fast. Who remembers dropping off film to be developed?
That's what
Anybody
she
got
talking
Oh
phone
about.
yeah,
cameras
I
laying
used
You
to
around
could
Yeah.
take
the
pull
house?
so
up,
much
yeah.
from.
You could
one
pull up
hour
and drop it off
photo.
at the little
Yes.
slide it
Yeah,
and do
one
your
hour,
thing.
hour photo
Yeah,
in the
1 hour
mall.
photo.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh my
Drop
goodness.
it off at Walmart.
Were y'all ever
Oh,
scared?
I mean, it used to be
Were y'all ever scared that
it
somebody
used
was
to be
gonna
the
take y'all
drugstores
pictures?
and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Mm. Were y'all ever scared somebody was gonna take y'all pictures and do something with them?
What?
Yep.
I ain't never think about
Me,
I
that back
don't
then.
know. I
I
know people.
did.
I know somebody that was doing naked pictures.
Oh, and take them to the Photoshop?
Yes, I was like,
Mm-mm.
you crazy, man.
I ain't never think about it back
Yeah, I was
then.
always I'm like, somebody gonna take these pictures and do something with them.
Mm.
Monique said, "Be pissed that they didn't come out right." Right. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. You don't even know if you was taking a good picture back then.
No,
And
Right.
exactly.
you
Yeah.
think you taking a good picture when you taking it, and then when you get it back, people's
And you got
heads is
two of them.
gone
Right.
and
Right.
the feet
Hmm.
is gone.
Yeah. The
Right.
person's head half cut off and all kinds of stuff.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then gotta put the flash
Uh,
on and change the flash bulbs and
Yep.
it was a
That
mess.
was the life.
And then
mm.
the
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Polaroids and
that's
stuff. Yeah.
old. Now that's old. Yeah. Now that's old. You got to change a flash bulb. Good gracious.
What?
Oh yeah, I
Hmm.
had
Yeah.
cameras like that. I had them when you had
Yeah,
to
I had
put
a
the
Okay,
camera
case.
so
like
the
that.
kids.
Yeah. I sure
Oh,
did cameras like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
okay. So the kids, after they get the pictures developed, they go and sit and reminisce, and they see pictures of their mom and this guy, and it was like, that's not dad. And then they keep going through the pictures, and they see, she's expecting, and the brother thinks it's her, and she said, no, it's 2003, of course, so that's not her. Um, what do you all think about that when they found those pictures and the mom was pregnant? It's only two children, and like, no thoughts? Any thoughts on
I
that?
was like, who was she with?
Mm-hmm.
My
I
first
Yeah,
said
thought
my
was
that
that
was a
mother
bit.
had
that
a
baby
baby
was.
before them. She,
I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking she gave the sister the baby, but then I was like, no, that baby would be older.
yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mama
Yeah. So when
had.
they
That was
go
kind of
home,
funny.
they try to yeah. So they go home and they try to figure out who is the guy in the picture. Now I didn't know we could do this, but I think I need to find that technology. He took a picture of the old photo from 2003,
Hmm.
and it scanned and brought up the person that it is now, the adult person. Which and then they end up looking the person up, looking them up, and they of course they're gonna. Well, I don't. I'm gonna go past the episode. So that was very well. It was to me. It was. I'm trying to make sure I get my words right. So they take a camera to the Photoshop to be developed in 1 hour from 2003, but then they're able to take a picture of that picture that was developed, and it shows you who it is today. I think that just shows you how far technology has come. That's just something stood out to me just now. I just thought about it.
But we
Yes,
have
that
to remember we can do that on our phones now. Our phone will group people together.
Mhm.
So our phones are already doing that in your
Yeah,
gallery. It'll group pictures of certain people together, and like it'll even
exactly.
ask you check and see is this really that person. So our
well,
phones are already
yes,
doing that.
but it's not taking a picture of an old person and it's telling who that person is now.
I don't
I
know,
mean, I
but
don't know.
it
I
could.
haven't tried it, so it may
These
be.
phones can do all kind of stuff now. I'm
But
still
Well,
he
trying to
gave
yeah.
learn
he
how to
gave
use
the
my
app.
phone.
He told her what app he had, he
Hmm.
gave her the name of the app that he
I
used.
know they got a thing called
Yeah,
photo
they got
lookup
apps.
where they could do that. They got
Hmm.
it's a program. Well, not a program. It's a thing called photo lookup. They usually use that on the show Catfish when they be trying to figure out if this person is
Hmm.
really this person. They'll look them up through the web and see if they like what other things that they signed up as.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah, yeah, they
okay.
got all kind of stuff now. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my old
And
behind
that's
still
been a
trying to
while
learn how
for
to use my phone. So
that photo lookup been around for a while.
Hmm. So we are coming to the end of the episode where we see Maya and well, we're going back to Maya and Claire, not Claire, Caroline talking. And of course, now Caroline has taken Maya into the house and she shows them that Detective Kearse is being paid, was it £9,000 a month? A month.
Yep, 9,000.
And then it flashes to him at the doctor's office, waiting to be seen by the doctor's office before it ends. So, what do y'all think about her showing all that information about what's going on as far as the finances, and then telling her that they were paying Detective Kearse $9,000 a month, and she didn't mind telling. Of course, we know she didn't mind telling, but what did that y'all thought anything about that or no? About her
I
paying
mean, it makes
about
him
the
look
Burkitts
shady.
paying
It
them.
makes it look like he would be doing something underhanded because he's on their payroll supposedly. So of course
Yeah,
that's gonna make her, not trust him.
I don't
Right.
trust him either.
Hmm.
Yeah, and for
I've been
26
saying that.
years,
Yeah.
that's
He's
a
been
long
paid for
time.
he's been paid for a very, very long time. Okay, so it goes off at this episode at this point right here. Um any thoughts on what you all have seen thus far between episode 1 and 2? If you go past episode 2, that's fine. I won't hold it against you. But just as far as what we've seen and discussed so far, what do y'all think about the episode?
I thought the little sister was, well, no. Have the sister and the brother gone to visit that man yet? One and two?
No. Mm-mm,
Okay, I won't say anything then.
no.
No,
Monique
we
said
didn't
she.
really talk about the brother. I liked him
What brother?
because the guy that she was there talking. Oh no, that was a flashback. My bad. See,
What
that's why I
brother?
was getting mixed up with certain stuff with the flashbacks they
Mm-hmm.
was having because it was actually the husband she was out there talking to because it was like the party.
Talking about Shane, her friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. She was talking to Shane. So what do you think about their dynamic? We know that they're very good friends.
It was like that's her brother. That's why I called him that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
that
does
they
he
have a
seem like a
very close
suspect?
protective
A
relationship.
suspect?
Nah, I feel like he's him. Him. I trusted because he seemed like he don't really deal with those people.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your thoughts on Claire being pregnant?
Hmm.
I
I can't
just
figure
felt
that
like
one out yet.
she had another life before, the hubby and the kids. And now
Hmm.
that, we finding out these things, then,
Putting
some
the pieces
secrets.
together.
Mama had another life before y'all.
I,
I wonder
I
if her
think
husband knew. The children may not have known, but I wonder if her
that's what I
husband
was
knew.
gonna say. Well, I wonder if the mother-in-law knew, and maybe that's why she doesn't like her because she was
Well,
already
but it's not her
out
mother though.
for.
That's not
No,
that's Maya's sister.
Yeah, that's her sister. I just
oh,
think when it comes to the mother-in-law that she's just one of them uppity people. She probably never thought she was good enough. I think Inga was saying that earlier to marry the son. She probably didn't
mm-hmm.
want her She probably didn't want her to be, around in the first place. She,
Mhm.
and because they're rich, I just figured that's why they were able to get the stuff moving so fast as far as the funeral. And she want to be in charge. She the one that's taking care of everything. She's the one that gets to see the husband, and she
Mhm.
doesn't let her see him. I thought a lot of that had to do with their status,
Yeah.
not having
Mhm.
the death certificate and all of that.
Yeah, I
But
figured that too
yeah.
because they had money. They didn't have to have a death certificate to have a
Hmm.
funeral. I
No,
mean,
Right.
I guess, but
she
you do need
thought
to get the insurance policy and things like
Right.
that.
she
But
thought
it was like,
because
well, we
she
had a
was rich,
funeral.
she wasn't gonna have to show anything. She thought she could get
Mhm.
over like
Exactly.
that. That's what she
Hmm.
thought,
Mhm.
and
And
it
if
was.
she has cops and stuff in her pocket, then
Mm-hmm.
she could pretty
Yeah.
much move whatever she want to move.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Yep. They was like, you can't move this.
But right now, I don't trust nobody. That's my
Mm-mm.
takeaway. I don't trust nobody. I think anybody could be in on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
anybody can be in on it. Yes, I
Hmm.
totally
Anybody.
agree.
Yep.
Mhm. Yep.
Except the
So,
two children, the
Right.
three children.
right, 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 right.
Well,
Let's
they trying to
see.
figure it out too, though.
They
Uh,
surely
Hmm.
are. They're doing a good job too.
Hmm.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, but them kids, they nosy. Kids, they can figure stuff out. But they were working though. But we'll see in the later episodes of how well they do with getting things done.
Right.
Yeah. Mooch, you
Yeah.
saw my message that I put in the chat.
I don't. I only went past. I didn't go past two.
Mm-mm. I put it in the chat. No, I put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
The
I
private
see
chat.
it. Hold on.
Yeah. I
Let's see.
think
So
it's a slow start,
Keisha.
but it's definitely interesting. If
Mm-hmm.
anybody hasn't checked it out, check it out. You got to pay attention because there's a lot of
Yes.
moving parts.
You have to pay attention. There's a lot of flashbacks. It's a lot of
Hmm.
flashbacks and multiple flashbacks. They keep flashing back like crazy
Yeah.
on everything. And it's like you're gonna be from this angle, that angle, and they want you to see, and we're gonna put everything together in the end. I think I may do the rest of the episodes because it's so much we want to talk about the whole thing. I don't want to
Hmm.
just be able to stop at 1 and 2 because it's hard to not go beyond a certain point, especially when you watch the entire thing. So I think
Hmm.
I'm going to do the rest of the episodes 3 through 8 next Wednesday in a whole and be done with it because it's a whole lot to talk, and I prefer to
It
do it.
is. It really is.
Look, if
Yeah.
it what you trying to do two at a time, that's good.
Well,
Unless it's too much.
because it's too much. It's so good. I want to talk about the whole thing. Like
Right.
yeah, I want to do at first. I want to do the first four
Don't stretch
episodes
it out too
because
long doing two at a time. Just try
yeah,
to
that's
knock it
4 weeks.
out.
And I'm not doing that. That too. That's another part of it too. I didn't want to do 4 weeks of it. I just wanted to do two. But yeah, we'll do episodes 3 through 8 next week. Um,
Well, 3 through 8.
we're gonna get it done.
All right. So we're gonna just talk about it in a whole from there.
Yeah, just like
Yep.
everything in a whole and
I could
highlight
catch
it.
up
And
on. I could rewatch some of it by then and freshen up
yeah,
my memory.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could finish
Yes,
it up by next
Sharon.
week. I could
Yeah,
Yes,
I
finish
did.
it
Sharon. We
up.
I
got to
did.
do it in
While
a
I was
whole.
working today, Candy. I was texting you, and
Mm-hmm.
I did the first four while I was working, so I could
Hmm.
knock out the rest
Mm-hmm.
of them.
Okay.
Later
Yeah,
on.
so
Yeah.
y'all got time to catch up on the rest of them if you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
was the first two episodes of
Oh, wait a
Netflix
minute. I got a question
Full.
for y'all who
Mm-hmm.
knew about this in advance. Is this based on a book?
It is.
I believe so. Yes.
I
Yes, it
think
Yes.
is.
I bet you
Mm-hmm.
the book is better.
Yeah.
I can already see it.
Yep,
Okay.
it is.
Okay. Because I know it
Mm-hmm.
said limited
His
series.
name is
So
Harlan
Yes.
Yeah.
Coben. Yeah,
Yes.
and his name is Harlan Coben. He has a
Kobe.
couple
Okay.
books out.
Oh,
And
okay.
he has a
Okay.
So
he has a deal with Netflix.
I think he was
Hmm.
on Good Morning America talking about it, and about not making it into turn it into a movie because it was too much.
Hmm.
The part
Mm-hmm.
that be confusing me is all that military stuff going on.
Yeah,
Like
she
they
have a
keep
lot of
flashing it back.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
I guess it's showing the trauma she might have had. That's all.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
was like, why they keep
It's
PTSD.
doing
gonna all come into play. You'll see why
Right.
everything is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I say I think even some of the military, it's all connected. I think everybody's connected.
Yes.
We'll
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
see. I'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, I ain't get
Everybody's
far
connected,
as y'all.
and everybody
Um,
is a suspect. Go ahead.
K Sharp, thank you so much for joining us. But I'm not hosting. Candy Love is hosting. She driving the boat today.
Yes, I'm.
We all joining in.
Damn.
I'm trying to whip this thing. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm.
She
I'm
driving the boat.
trying.
I just jumped in on the back end of the boat.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we on the ride.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all for joining me. So we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Thank you for coming, Miss Sharon. I appreciate you, Miss Kira.
That hour went
Um,
by fast.
K Sharp, Monique.
It
Mm-hmm.
sure did. That I was like,
Thank
that's
y'all
a
for
whole
coming
hour already.
through. Yeah.
It'll be 3 hours
So
once you do 8.
Moochie.
Huh, hold
Uh-uh,
on, hold
uh-uh,
on.
uh-uh, 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 uh-uh.
She said
No,
we ain't doing
ma'am.
no 3 hours.
No, 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 no. It might be maybe an hour and 20,
We did three
depending.
hours talking about Raising Canaan.
Right.
Mhm.
Listen, I got to prepare myself for tomorrow night because I know we're gonna be up 3 o'clock in the
That's
morning.
really why I know that's
Yeah.
why I'm gonna get my sleep tonight
Right.
because I
That's
know
when it be the late
Mucha had
night.
me up all night long tomorrow.
Yes, Moochie, did you find the rat?
Yeah. I'm trying to I had to send it to my phone because
Oh,
it's
okay.
usually, you remember, I'm not at home. It's usually on my
Oh, that is right.
it's usually on my
Thank you,
desktop.
thank you, Dairy
Yeah, that
B.
that that
Hmm.
thing is
Thank you,
crazy.
Monique. Yes. So Tamika, what do you have coming up on your channel?
I'm getting ready to do my recap for sister so I can put that up. And y'all know that I'm with the ladies, for Raising Canaan, of course. And then I'll have my review up for that. And then Love After Lockup. And I think Sunday we have Black Caesar, it's Throwback Sunday. And got a whole bunch of other stuff coming, y'all. Just, stay tuned. Keep y'all notifications on. And thank y'all for tuning in tonight and joining. I had fun.
Yes. And Moochie,
Hmm.
what you got
So
coming up?
what I got going on tomorrow, we're gonna be talking about Raising Canaan. We're gonna try, I gotta see how the ladies feel because we haven't been able to pregame because we've been resting up for the whole watch party and the
No,
first reaction.
that
So that's
watch
what we're going.
Yes.
party and then that
So
first
we're going.
reaction, that's 3 hours long. That's
All right. So we're gonna do the watch
Oh
party and
yes,
the
all
first
the queens men
reaction,
as well. Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, all the
That's
queens will be
tomorrow.
on tomorrow too. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so keep your notifications on. You know it's gonna be some mice in the corner. Trying to get all of the clues and all of that. So
mm.
they gonna be
Yeah,
hanging out there with us
Greg in
too.
the corner.
All
Look at
right.
his legs spread out like that. Look at his legs spread out, hold on to the
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
he
they're gonna
holding
be
on for
there.
dear life. Look
They're
at
gonna
him.
be there trying to
I
snatch up
ain't never
theories
seen
in the
no
whole
rat on the
nine.
wall like that.
I know that's how the YouTubers be. That's how the big, big,
I
the
never
big
ever
ones
seen.
that steal from the little guys like
I
us.
done seen rats and mice. I ain't never seen them crawling on the holding on to the back of the door like he's Spider
Hmm.
Man or
I
Batman.
know. I need,
I
Yeah.
I
ain't
need
never
to get
seen
some
that before.
Spider-Man music for that.
Exactly. Yeah, you
Oh
gotta add some
God.
music to it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
Yes,
Give
That's
me.
we
that's
have
that's a bionic rat. I ain't never seen that before. Mm. And who is the people recording it? Because I would not be recording. I'd be getting the damn
I
broom trying to beat the
know.
hell out of them.
Look, we ain't even screaming.
Detroit was like, what
Detroit,
the hell is
Detroit. You know what that is, Detroit? That's the mice in the corner that be listening to our theories and stuff, my guy.
that? I can't stop laughing at that thing.
That's a
That's
superhero.
hilarious. Oh my God. I never seen nothing like that. That is wow. And I done seen mice and
They
rats. I
like,
ain't never seen
yikes.
them all. I mean, he got his legs. Like he must do some aerobics. The way his
Yep.
legs
He like, y'all,
hold
I'ma hang
on.
out here. I'ma hang out here and I'ma get all they theories. I'ma get all they theories, all of they talking points, and I'ma
That's
go on
the
back to
Karate Kid
I'm
rat
gonna
there.
go on back to
Exactly.
Montano and talk
Yeah,
about
he
power.
doing some Karate Kid moves.
Yeah, he got superpowers, honey.
For real. That's wow.
Yes, Detroit. Make sure you go around and like and hit the like button on everybody's channel. Detroit, stop playing.
And
I
Detroit was
thank you
like,
for
what the
coming
heck is
through.
that?
She said, "Stop playing Detroit."
Oh,
As
God.
much as me and Detroit fight, he did help me get to 100 subscribers, and he made sure every time he do a live, he makes sure people go over to Candy Love's page and subscribe. So I
That's
appreciate you for
what's
that.
up.
Even though we
That's pretty
argue,
cool. That's neat.
even though we be fighting, I told him every time I see him, I'm windmilling.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he way up in Detroit, but he turned out to be all right after a while.
Yeah, I always ask him, is he behaving himself? Because sometimes he get off the chain, but
Yeah.
yeah, you got to reel him back in.
He'd be like, turn down for what?
Oh, he said. Who said this? A Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, that's
From
exactly what he
yes,
do.
he looked like Tao. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
hmm Well, all
Wow.
righty. So, Miss Inga, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, always. I'm always here to support everybody.
I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And sister, thank you for coming through, for being a
Love
rock.
you. Love you.
Love you
Nice,
too.
nice hanging out with you guys.
Good job, Candy.
Yes, good
Thank
job.
you.
She said the red does Pilates. Okay, y'all doing too much.
She said the rat does
Listen, that
Pilates.
rat is in
Uh-uh.
better shape than me, shoot. That's
Oh
for
my
sure.
exactly. The rat is doing very look, Tamika, without aches and pains, the rat is doing way better than us.
For real.
Listen.
Y'all make sure that y'all check out Griselda too. I think that hits
Yes.
Netflix tonight.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
I
Yes,
think
Yeah.
tonight.
so.
Hopefully it drop at midnight because I'm gonna
At
be up
midnight,
anyway.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be watching it. I don't know when we're
I'm
gonna
a,
throw it up, but we're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna recap. All right, it's all hearts and minds are clear.
All righty
Let the
then.
church say amen.
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 And
God is good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I thank everybody for coming out to watch the recap. Thank you for supporting me. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all in the next one.
Good night.
Peace.
Later.
Good job.
Peace, y'all.